Wish I never fell into numbers. Wish that I could dissipate my rage. Wish I could unearth my thunder. Artificial taste, it holds my name. Thought that I had always been numb, but now I can't ignore the bends and cracks. Wish that I could turn the noise off, disassociate and not come back. Why do I come back? Wish I weren't obsessed with purpose. Stay content with anything that's mine. Wish I weren't results of regrets. It's nauseating when I say I'm fine. I'm sick of waiting for an answer, staring at the sky in hopes it falls. The sum of all my charts and failures. I wish I couldn't feel a thing at all.
Hello. Let's. Hi. How's it going? Woo! I'm happy. Today has been actually a really good day, and we're gonna make it even better with D&D. I already have my water for hydrate. I have some Doritos, the magic triangles. I don't really have anything else. So we'll see if I grab alcohol or not for this session, because honestly, it's just kind of fun to drink with it. It's great. Excuse me, jeez. I will say, heads up, you might just be seeing the map today. Well, I'll be changing it according to what location we're in. Or are we? Because I think we're getting warped. Yeah, we're getting warped. It's gonna be a wild session. Let's double check. Did our friend? Nah. I'm gonna give it a few extra minutes here. But yeah, I'm hyped. I had fun streaming the last D&D session with the combat. I don't know if we'll get into any combat today, as my dear mod knows. We'll see what happens. The goal is to, have chill session. Oh god. Sorry, my brain, boy, it's been a good, productive day. I've been actually getting chores done. And yeah. Whee! Wait, actually, let me check something. Okay. This is the perfect time to give a heads up about this. If you think a character is missing from last stream, gotta be real, there is. Our little Warforged friend can't attend sessions anymore, so he no longer with us. He's a rust bucket now. He don't exist. We have a change in tank. That's best way I can say it. We're down to 5 members, and that's totally fine. Just now we only have like 1 tank and 1 kinda tank. Well, they're both kinda tanks, to be fair. Alright, I have where's my sheet? Okay, cool, there's my sheet. Do you want, okay. Yo, chat. Actually, double checking. Do you want to see my character sheet? Do you want me to, do you want to look at it? It's up to you, if you want to. Because, again, I don't know what's gonna be. Alright, let me double check this one. Okay. Because I don't know how much exciting. Yeah. You know what? Split screen this shit. How much fucking bitch-ass things can I get away with? Too many. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Foundry, shut up. I'm only using you for a map. I don't need you, like, to get angry at me. Alright, hold on. Let's get things started. Where is my... Okay. I think I almost grabbed the blocker. Alright, back down here we go. Yeah, here, character sheet on the side for Nix Leon. Music's gonna stay up there. I don't know if we're doing suspense or anything. Oh, yo! There! We got it! We got the crew! Alright. Give me a second. I'm getting things situated. Where is my... Where is my frickin'... There we go. But here's this. The map might be a bit awkward. But yeah, there we go! Game's just gonna be eternally paused. Yeah. And hopefully we're gonna be heading into Rexcentrum. I'm hoping. I don't know if this is gonna work. Now let me get the music situated. I forgot, there's boss battles. Where is Actually, wait, go back. No, never mind. What the fuck? Where is this music? Your actual cleric is ready? Oh, shut up! I'm the cleric! Here, hold on. Give me a minute.
Photo of,
Hello.
cola-flavored moonshine that tastes like RC Cola, and I was like, give me that.
Ooh,
I want
moonshine.
that. I want
But
that,
why?
like, now.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh, shit, I need to grab my beer. Fuck.
I haven't...
Alright,
Are we...
go quickly.
Fucking-
Are we grabbing actual alcohol right now?
Oh my god, guys.
Hurry up! Let's go!
Shut up!
While we're young!
I'm not gonna do it. I'm actually just gonna stick with water. We'll see. I'm trying to find... Where is it?
James, don't you tempt me. I'm on thin ice right now. Don't you tempt me.
What do you mean? What? Thin ice? What do you mean thin ice?
My sanity is at an all-time low.
That's fair.
And you're running a game for us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think I said don't tempt me?
Don't
Oh,
tempt...
friend.
Do you... Are you okay?
Is this a cry for help?
Is this a cry for help?
This is a cry for the fact that I still don't have VIP in her channel.
What? Oh my god. Alright. Do you want me to
You
give
don't. No, don't give it to him. Don't give in.
Alright.
That's good. We don't negotiate with terrorists in this VC.
Fine, you know what? Screw it. I'm about to go grab myself some alcohol. Thankfully, it's...
Go.
What is
Well,
this
we will-
we you keep talking about? I'm not the terrorist here.
We will entertain chat for you. Go.
Oh my god, I will be right back.
Yeah, if you have any questions for the D&D chat, feel free to go ahead and ask at this time.
Oh, what, are we broadcasting?
We
Yes.
are broadcasting on twitch.tv/CoroFire.
This is the new norm.
Potential fucking, like, nervous breakdown that I'm about to have. Sweet.
Yeah.
This is the new norm, apparently.
So in the chat, we also have Nerfing Lionheart Customs. Go check him out. He's a douchebag, but he's amazing.
Are we supporting the menace?
Listen, Cam. Listen, Cam. Suck on my Jagon. Finger my Thrasher. Fuck up.
Oh my god.
You want to go, son? You want to go? I'll throw hands.
Listen. I messaged you earlier before you messaged me about your shit day. So don't fucking start with the ball.
Oh
Oh
god.
my
All
god,
right.
ow.
Listen,
What?
listen here, boy.
Guys,
listen,
let's
here.
not have a mental breakdown on multiple platforms, please.
No. We're gonna settle this old school, James. NIC rules.
I make no promise.
Red sparkly dice it is. My god. Anyways. Fucking anyways. Where's my phone charger? I'll make.
I hope he's here, boys. Don't make me jingle those skis again.
We're fucking around, Matt. Calm down.
I'm well aware.
Okay. I'm ready.
Also, I wasn't sure if the cry for help was for Matt or you saw how much I had poured myself.
That's a pretty solid one.
What? How much did you? Oh my
James,
god,
James is having a night, guys.
dude.
Yeah.
All right.
James is having a night. I know about James having a night already.
James.
Alrighty.
Eventually, I'm gonna have to message you about some advice, but.
Okay. You know what? That's fine.
She needs to get her alcohol tolerance up, apparently.
No!
Alright.
Oh, I can help with that.
We've already been messaging about alcohol. What do you mean?
You mean like the time that I took her and one other person to a bar and they got coconut rum slushies and couldn't handle it?
No,
Oh
it
my
wasn't that. I didn't
God.
like the taste, you bitch. Get out of here. Stop it. Start the session. Start the session.
Hello, chat. It is just me right now that can speak. They have been overruled.
They can still hear me, so it's fine.
Alright. We'll get this ball rolling. So,
All right, cool.
after a intense and very harrowing battle within the fearless pub of Port Tamale, Misfortunes Misfits managed to take down the heavily armored bodyguard, the man that has been tormenting a good portion of the group. At least, not presently, but just in general.
You don't.
You guys cast Speak with Dead on the body, managed to glean some information about
Oh my.
his general movements and what he's doing,
I forgot.
and began to make the call out to other allies, one of them being Olivia Schreiber, the other being Lady Quinar and Tetrin, both in the capital city of Rexcentrum. And, after giving Reeve, your local archmage, your ward that you have been essentially ferrying around for 2 weeks now, a description of the city,
Fine. I'll hydrate.
and a new focus,
Water or cider?
he began to cast his spell, and the group kicked off. And now,
I'm assuming water.
I need someone to roll a D100 for me.
Oh shit. Do I I can roll.
Fuck it, I got anxiety going. I'll do it.
Okay, cool. Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball!
Do I have
One
one?
second.
This actually feels really light. Okay, cool. I do have all my
What?
dice.
I rolled the dice for the group. We ended up in ship-to-ship combat. I'm passing on this one.
Well, look, the last time you rolled a dice for us, we ended up committing more terrorism, and by we I mean Mara, so it's fine.
Hey,
Just-
shut up.
Worked out in the end.
Hey,
Yeah, I would like
exactly.
to just acknowledge the fact that she is currently 2 for 2 on publicly destroying stuff.
Oh my god.
that's right.
All right, ready?
Hold on.
All right, give me that roll. Roll high.
You better.
73.
Oh god.
73.
Please, I swear to God.
You were just on the cusp of everything going awry.
Oh no.
No.
Just on the cusp.
Where's
All right.
Cusp
As the-
good or cusp bad?
Cusp bad.
Oh god.
This is the difference between an on-target teleport and an off-target teleport.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
So, as the 6 of you crowd around Reeve, yes, Envoy is still there.
Oh.
As the 6 of you crowd around Reeve, he casts the spell. You all feel like your very beings get pulled into this glowing arcane orb that he has in front of all of you. And you temporarily see darkness. You feel wind against your faces. You hear the rushing of said wind. And then it goes quiet. and then you hear talking. Raucous talking, a lot of talking. As you all kind of take a step forward from the facing inward on the focus, all nearly colliding with each other on a very familiar cobblestone street, surrounded by these couple-story tall stone carved buildings. Looking northward, you all do see the... Wow, I don't know why I didn't have my notes ready. Not bad. You do see the Castle Ungabrak at the center of the city, towering over you all, and you are back in Rec Centrum once again.
Woo!
Yay. After 2 weeks and
2 weeks.
mild prison break.
And the paladin rejoiced.
And yeah.
And and some mild family trauma for Halloween.
Yes.
Wild to think that was only 2 weeks in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time.
Don't even get me started. I have the beginning of this campaign marked.
Don't ask. Don't ask.
Yep, totally fair.
Not gonna ask.
So I think first order of business is that we should probably chop off Reeve.
Oh, yeah. That's in this.
So I will mention, it is about midday because it was midday when you left Port Tamale.
Uh-oh.
So there's not much of a time difference. So there's not like it's not like a day has gone by. So you just contacted everyone via sending, maybe an hour ago tops. So it's unlikely they will have anything at this moment.
Yeah.
Let's-
Yeah, Chris Rona is just gonna take a few steps away from the group, say, "I gotta go back to my father."
Alright.
Oh, don't forget. Since our little escapade, the city crawling looking for us. We gotta be discreet going back there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
So-
And you guys are in the Tangled right now. You're outside of the walled fortress-like area of the Shimmer Ward. So be about a half hour walk to get back to the manor where you all were located.
At least if we drop off Reeve, we can get paid for that job.
True. We just have to be careful
Right.
since it is midday.
He is disguised though.
Okay, yeah. But we're not.
He's disguised.
You guys are about there.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're right there.
Whereabouts are we? Oh,
Yellow
Yellow
X.
X.
This brand new, obnoxious, yellow X.
Can you draw another arrow, please?
No!
Did you see it? Did you see it? Hold on. Let me get the
Yeah.
big red circle, and I'll get some Subway Surfer footage too.
No!
Just so you don't lose distraction.
Okay, so where are we?
Oh my god. No. No. Don't do this.
Alan is 3,000 feet in the air and very quickly plummeting to the spire of the castle.
Fuck, I wish I knew Feather Fall.
I'm about to revoke whoever's drawing permissions that just did that.
I don't know who it was.
Guilty as charged, Your Honor.
God damn
I was
it.
gonna say, I'll give you 3 guesses and it ain't me.
I'm trying to figure out how to delete it.
No, I already got it.
All right,
Uh,
thank you.
Yeah, you guys are back in the city. Reeve is kind of looking at you all, kind of shocked at his abilities. He's like, I've never been here. It's a wonder how well of a description you guys were able to provide. No.
Well, we've spent a lot of time here, so it's fine.
This is my home, so.
Okay,
We've spent some intimate time learning this area, for sure.
okay, so Should I message Ophelia and tell her we're back in the city?
Not a bad idea. This
Oh boy.
Matt, this X here is where the sewer grate is, correct?
Yes. Yes, that is where
Weird.
you've been constantly brought down into the underbells of the city.
Okay.
Okay. Since I think we were all in agreement on that, I'm going to take out the red sending stone,
Where is?
and I'm going to message Ophelia. Lady Ophelia, this is Alwyn. We have Reeve. We are back in the city. Where do you want to meet to pick him up and settle up? You may respond to this message.
You get a response back. It just says, my. You all are a quick sort of bunch. Bring him down to me. That'll be plenty of space enough for this little reunion. And we'll settle up there.
Okay. I look at
You
the group.
cannot respond to this message.
Damn, she cut me off. Okay, I look at the group. We're meeting where we have met her.
Okie dokie.
All right, let's get to it then.
Okay.
Let's make it happen.
All right.
All right.
I would have you roll, but I believe Chris Rona has been down there before, so by
Yes.
default, keen mind to activate. So he just knows where to go.
Would I also be able to assist in regards to my city secrets feature?
Don't need to.
Okay then.
He has keen mind, so he just remembers the route.
Okay, cool. I'm going to switch from my Cobalt Souls to my Dark Robes.
Okay, not a problem. All right. As you all you all put up that grate, and you all begin to climb down. Reeve, kind of following smack dab in the middle. And I presume, I don't know, who would head up the rear?
I'll take it up.
All right. As you slide the grate back over and down on top of you, make a perception check for me.
All right. Let's put this up.
Nope, just Alwyn.
Oh, just on the one. Got you.
Just Alwyn.
Perception, you said?
Yes.
Interesting. 14.
14?
Yeah.
That's enough.
Okay.
There is oil dripping from the grate.
Oil.
Yep.
I let everyone know that there's oil on this grate, which I'm pretty sure is not supposed to be there. So I say if we get down there, we be on our top guard.
You're right. It wasn't there when you opened it.
Okay.
This.
Artemis just quietly cocks a pistol and just tucks it back in.
Okay.
Yeah, and Chris Rona is just gonna put his hand on his the hilt of his long sword of warning.
Okay. Not a problem. As you all head down, the air gets progressively darker and darker and darker, as you're all used to, until it eventually starts brightening up as you see a cloaked individual wielding a torch down below. And you all recognize they're not quite clean, but they are a dark brown leather-like robe, cloak, not robe, that the lookout guard has always worn up until this point. He gives you all a look, and he just kind of gestures for you all to continue on. And contrary to how it was a couple weeks ago, actually more than a couple weeks ago, it's a few weeks now since you first got the offer from Ophelia. The this underground, almost outpost style, this outpost style society that you've seen, is not as active as it was previously. It seems a lot of the individuals are gone currently. There's not as much activity in like the various stalls that people had set up down below. And there's a lot less, general supplies and such laying around. And you see a few individuals carrying these massive crates that appear to actually be heading deeper into the sewers, at least from what you guys have seen so far.
Okay, I'm taking note of that just to maybe bring it up when we reach Ophelia.
Okay. You guys follow the same. Steps to reach Ophelia's office. That is the one location that has not changed since you've been here. The two more armored guards that stand outside the hallway entrance where you see the fine ornate wooden door. Still there. They kind of give you all a nod. They do a quick pass over of Reeve because he's a newcomer. And then one of them opens up the door to let you all in. As you step inside, her office is still, furnished. It's lavish, but not as cluttered as it was previously. As you step in, and as Reeve steps in, you see her. She was standing over her desk with just a smattering of papers sprawled out in front of it, and she looks up at you all arriving, and then, in a different state of character than you're used to, her eyes kind of like light up almost, in seeing the seventh individual walk in. And she simply says to him, "I haven't seen you in years. Wasn't sure you'd make it." He simply says, "I haven't been around in years. Who'd have thought that the assembly was more on top of things than they seemed?" And she just simply says, "Well, now that you've returned, that this will hopefully, let's say, muddy the waters for them." And he kind of just gives her a nod. She looks to the rest of you all, finally landing on you, Alwyn. She says, "Very well. For a job well done." And she opens up a large wooden drawer on the side of her desk, pulls out a large pouch and places it down. And yeah.
Okay. I go over to retrieve said pouch.
Yeah. You go over?
Make sure it's all there.
Yeah, count it.
As I lift the pouch, can I kind of guesstimate the weight of it?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
All right.
Just to guesstimate.
That is an 18.
Ooh.
It's at the very least in the ballpark of the amount that was promised.
Okay. I kind of lift it up and went, feels about right.
Should be right. I counted it on your way here. Well, that should conclude our business. She does give a look over at you, Alwyn, without explicitly stating anything.
I take out the red sending stone. I'm like, will you be needing this back, milady?
She cocks an eyebrow at you. you already know deep inside what the answer is to that question.
Then I shall hold on to it, just making sure.
Yeah. With that, she says, now, if you don't mind, I have a lot of business to attend to.
Yeah, I've noticed. I see redecorating is a bit of in order as of late.
Oh, really? I couldn't tell. Kind of answers you with a sarcastic tone in her voice. Nothing that you all will be able to help with, just strictly business. You know, people of my stature can't remain in one place for too long.
I look at her and I
You-
go, oh, I certainly understand.
You have returned what I have needed in this area, and thus I will head back. And she's kind of looking at you all expectantly, as very much a, if you don't have anything else to say, get out.
Well, then we shall take our leave.
That would be best, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As I turn, I kind of do like the shoe motion of like, fucking go, 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 go.
Alwyn,
Mm-hmm.
you hear in your head,
Ah, shit.
do not forget about our deal. Because I won't. And that's it. As you hurry the rest out of the door. And without her having gotten up and without the guards having moved, all of you hear the door slam behind you all.
Damn.
Quick and easy.
Oh, yeah. Easy as pie.
Only if
Maybe we get back to the entrance and divvy up payment.
How about we divvy up payment at the manor if we can get to it?
Agreed.
According to Shriver, it should be fine.
Enough.
I look to Envoy. I'm like, Envoy,
Oh,
Do you want to repeat that?
this is a bit much to carry. Can I borrow the bag of holding so I can put this in there? Wait, who?
You were
You
roboting for a second.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
We got the gist. It's all good.
yes, yes.
Okay, apologies.
Make a
I
perception
turn to
check.
Envoy and I... Perception check?
Yeah.
Okay. 22.
22. Something's not right with your robot companion.
Envoy, you good? I kind of wave my hand in front of his face a little bit.
I mean, Envoy reacts, but does not answer your question. One of the guards that was standing in front of the hallway kind of marches in to shuffle you all out, and then as he's stepping, you hear a splash underfoot. He's like, "What? Seriously?" And you look, and at the bottom of his boot, you see a black oily substance, not too dissimilar from what you saw in the Great Alwyn.
Oh, can I make either investigation or insight check to see if that's coming from Envoy?
I would say with your 22, yes. You do see, like, a portion of his leg is currently leaking oil.
Oh no. I look at Envoy, I'm like, oh, that's not good. You shouldn't really be putting a whole lot of weight on that until we can get you fixed up. I'll help lighten your load. I take the bag of holding off of him.
Okay, yeah, add a bag of holding. And with that, provided there are no other concerns, you all head to the entrance, a bit past where the lookout was, where you could see some of the sunlight streaming down from one of the grates above, so you can kind of see clearly. Do you actively check inside of the coin bag?
Yeah, I check it just to make sure.
Okay.
I look through it real, kind of quick.
Make a quick investigation check.
Okay.
Just to see if, everything's there.
Investigation, that is a 24.
In this bag is 5,000 platinum pieces.
Holy shit!
Hold on.
Yo, we got paid.
Which, if
Yep, that's payment. That's total payment.
yeah, if Artemis and Nyx remember, is equivalent to 50,000 gold pieces.
Oh, buddy. Let's go!
Holy cow.
Yo, we got paid, son.
Fuck yeah.
Damn straight we got paid, son.
Want to give a quick shout out once again to the OG Commander Root. How's that Path of
Damn
Exile
straight.
plotting going?
Commander Root, thank you for showing up tonight.
I hate y'all.
Yeah. How many viewers he's got? He's playing Path of Exile for 2 viewers. That's it. Let's see. We'll see what his event stats are in a moment.
Oh my god.
Let's go ahead and shout out the other people in the chat right now.
No,
Hestia, TTW, and Upwind Galaxy 672. Thank you guys
honestly-
for showing up.
I'm about to rip
Both
off
of
my
those
headset.
people need to get banned.
What?
I mean, I can take care of that.
Why'd I give you mod perms?
That's
Here,
a good
hang
question.
on.
Why'd you give him mod perms and not me VIP? Anyways.
Fine, I'll do it live!
Yeah, I'll take care of... Here, I'll time out Upwind Galaxy 672 for 1 second.
Do it,
Don't.
coward.
Where did the...
Oh, there you go. He followed through.
I swear to god, can you not? For 1 second.
Oh.
Gonna...
I
An
can't-
abusive authority.
Now
He was
here's
a
the
shady
question.
individual.
The only person that has actually looked in this bag so far is Aluin. Do you distribute the platinum evenly to everyone?
As Nyx mentioned, we'll wait until we get back to the manor. But for safekeeping, I am putting it in the bag of holding.
Okay. All right. Not a problem.
You don't give me my fair cut, Aloe, and I swear to God.
No. Look, we all sacrificed, blood, sweat, and tears for this. I will be fair on it.
Good.
Good. Otherwise, I'll pop a cap in your ass.
Where's...
Let's probably get back to the manor then.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, should we disguise me since Righteous Brand actually saw my wanted poster and shit like that when we did the prison break?
I mean, there is the hat of disguise. I don't need it because no one actually saw me. I was fully disguised the whole time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But it is an attunement item, and unless you want to sit around for an hour to attune.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have a disguise kit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, true. Matt, would you say it's been an hour by this point?
I would say if you're heading to the sewers, down, meeting with Ophelia, coming back out, yeah, I would say it's an hour.
Cool.
Maybe one message was deleted. Okay.
Thank you.
By the way, you got your wish.
Oh,
My wish? What did
No.
I get?
Not you. Our DM here.
that's a common DMW, friends.
There we go. I forgot I could do it live.
You know,
Anyways.
I'm not a VIP either, just saying.
Motherfuckers!
Hey,
I only have
this is-
I only have so many things. How many do I already have? A shit ton of VIPs.
No, it's fine. I'm literally just screwing with you.
Yeah.
How am I a mod and not a VIP? Come on, man.
You can't have those two roles at the same time. I in order to be VIP,
I see.
I'd take away your
Yeah,
mod
I'd
role.
rather be a mod than VIP.
Yeah.
That's.
Exactly.
Suck it.
All right. So, you all begin to head to the manor. And Krizrona, you start to feel that adrenaline from, like, come on, hurry up. What are we waiting for, guys? I got things to do. Let's
Hello.
go. Come on.
Hi,
Like,
Angler.
you feel
Welcome
that
to D&D.
adrenaline, that anxiousness, that almost borderline anger in a weird way. You start, like, hurrying in front of everyone, and eventually you realize, oh, I'm incredibly far ahead. Let me just slow down and come back. And it's just this. It's a feedback loop, essentially. It's the same thing. Until you get to the large doors, well, not even like the doors, like the large portcullis that separates the Shimmer Ward from the rest of the Tangles. There is a massive crowd of people blocking the way. And you all see that the portcullis is shut, and there appear to be 8 or so righteous brand soldiers standing in front of it. All of them carrying heavy, massive tower shields that are essentially assigned to the citizens to stand back.
Well, that's not good.
Oh no. Gonna turn to Alwyn. Hey, do your thing. Go find out information for us.
Okay. Am I hidden enough to where I can do my robes of Ayun, or would that be too conspicuous?
There's a massive crowd that you could just Assassin's Creed it and blend in.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to do that and start making my way towards the front to see if I can hear what's going on.
Okay. With some shoving, and you get shoved back a few times. It's a very much like a wait your turn sort of deal. I was here first, and yada yada yada. You begin to make your way to the front, and apologies to everyone. Once again, coughing, coming off of a sickness. So
You're good.
As you all approach, or well, as Alwyn approaches, the screaming of the civilians are getting louder and louder, and more raucous as like some people are like throwing rotted fruits at the tower shields and things like that. But they're like it hasn't evolved into full-on violence. You do catch. It's been 2 weeks of this. Why didn't you let everyone in? I have a family there on the other side of the wall. This new identification process is ridiculous. Why is this needed now?
I'm glad the Death Note movie was good.
You
I
hear
forgot
the righteous brand soldiers
that I mentioned that last stream.
screaming out, calm down, form an orderly queue, and we will get you all processed as quick as possible. Provided you have proper and valid identification that you are a citizen to the Empire.
Oh, fuck.
There have been multiple incidents that have occurred that require utmost security in this region for the sake of our king and for the sake of the populace.
Oh, fuck. We messed up, didn't we?
Okay.
You hear a
Okay.
lot of groaning, and they're like, "What identification? Is this something new we were not told about?" And one of the guards screams out, "Those of you that are true residents of the Shimmer Ward will receive your identification papers soon enough, and your home in boxes. And someone screams out, well, how are we supposed to get them if you're keeping us trapped on this side of the city? And so on.
Government stuff. We love it.
Okay. Well, with that information, I'm going to kind of make my way back to everybody.
Can I answer that in 1 second, Angler? Just so, because our lovely spy Alwyn here is about to show back up to the party.
So,
And some of you are hearing stuff about people demanding to be let in the city, but like most of the shouting and yelling from both sides is kind of just like drowned out by the masses from where the rest of the group is at the back of the crowd. And you all see Alwyn approach once again.
Oh, what's going on?
What'd you find out?
oh, shit's gotten fucking real. They're not letting anybody into the Shimmer Ward unless you have proper identification that you are not only a citizen of Rexentrum, but also that you live within the Shimmer Ward as well.
Oh.
Of course, all the identification is placed into, the mailboxes in your home. So, yeah, a lot of people are being denied access into the inner city, and it's locked down pretty damn good.
We messed up, didn't we?
You could
It's
say
almost
that.
like there's consequences for your actions, guys.
Oh boy.
I turn to Nix and say, "What's this we?"
That was before we did our mission. Not part of this. Hopefully.
Well, I mean, here is the major thing. How are we going to get across? Because you know damn well they have orders to definitely keep an eye out for all of us. I could probably get away with it. One of us can get away with it with the Head of Disguise, maybe. Outside of that, I don't know how the rest, the other four of us would be getting through.
I have an idea, but it's also not a good one either. And probably one we shouldn't do.
Oh, we don't have much in the way of options, so let's hear it.
Cause a fire.
No, not a...
What?
What? Chris Rhoda, hold on!
Corona woke up
I wanna
today.
get
It was violence.
I don't care like who I have to burn. I just want to get back.
No.
Chris Rona will blind smite his way into the fucking
Let-
Shimmer Ward.
Exactly.
Let's not.
And you think that won't lock it down even more?
Yeah,
Trying to think.
Artemis, Chris Rona, I think it's in your pockets. But I don't like this option as your handler.
I turn to Nix and say, that might actually work.
It's just nuts.
If we put... I say, if we put Envoy Bag of Holding and take his badge and give it to Zen, we should be able to get right through.
And I can definitely make up a good piece of parchment saying that I am due at the inner city on Cobalt Soul business.
You know I hate mentioning that we have these. We don't...
I hate it too.
It's the only option that I personally can think of, unless, well, we disguise our way to hell and back, which we only have two
But,
I mean,
members.
but even if we did that, we still need basically our patents of nobility, so to speak.
wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait.
Why don't we contact Schreiber?
I was actually about to mention that. I just realized.
We have a contact on the inside. Why aren't we using it?
I can contact Shriver, see what we can do. Then work from there. Where are we exactly right now? wonderful DM.
You are in that white square that I just placed down right in front of the doorway
Thank
to
you.
the Shimmer War.
I'm gonna.
I didn't do it for you. I did it for them. Okay.
Hey,
I care about the audience more than you.
it's fine. I
Also, welcome to Angler 234. Question is, what's your favorite Pokemon?
I know. I already said, hey, I'll handle that in a minute because we talk it as a
Beta
party.
Arceus.
No, it's not. Anyways,
Beta Arceus is great.
I'm gonna dip to right here in this like side street so I can contact Driver.
That's fine.
Hold on. Let's do. I'm gonna need. My tech brain needs a new document.
While she's drafting a message, guys, why don't we go around the table and name off our favorite Pokemon?
I swear to God. All right.
Mine is Arceus because I think it's just trippy enough to work with the concept that it was going for.
Oh, mine's easy as anything. It's Arcanine.
That's pretty solid.
I'd have to say mine is Infernape. That was my first starter. I mean, I gotta go with my solid.
Fair. That's fair. Zen.
My favorite since childhood has been Pikachu. Like, since I was, knee-high running around with a Pikachu stuffy bigger than I was.
Go with old reliable, I see.
Mm.
I'd have a live Sphere reaction, but we're being live streamed, and I really don't want to dox myself.
Nerd.
Rizrona.
There we go. I have it.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
It's everyone's, if not most, Charizard.
Fair enough. Gotta go with the reliables, the OGs.
Yeah.
I guess.
A lot of fire types.
Yeah. My favorite is, of course, Umbreon. Umbreon's been my favorite since I was a kid. Second favorite.
Oh, of course you would think that.
I love Umbreon.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Umbreon is so good.
I know, right? We love him. Honestly, eventually, I would love some. I'm probably gonna get some commissioned art of Umbreon in my VTuber. We'll see. Anyways.
Yes.
I do have a message for Schreiber.
Okay.
Alright, sir, there is Righteous Brand at Shimmer Ward entrance. Could you help us get in?
You poop.
That's it?
That's it! That's it!
That's it?
Yeah, we're making it simple!
You've got like 16 more words. Let's go. Pat it out.
No, I'm keeping it simple! Stop it! Let my tech
Okay.
brain...
End it when
words
you
have
can't
to be
reply
you
to this
pooping.
message.
Hold on. No, first off, no.
What was that?
What was that?
Just end it with you can reply to this message. That pads it out some.
You, please reply, ASAP. There we go. There we go. I have 18 fucking words.
Man, that's copyrighted content. We can't get her stream taken down.
What do you mean?
They're probably not super strict on that, but it's not a good idea.
What do you mean?
You should not have given me that power then.
Oh, did I just hear? Oh, that was a soundboard.
Alright.
Dude, I'm gonna.
No, you need to do the one in my server because I added the extra reverb at the end.
God, I'm gonna fucking.
Anyways,
All right, that's my.
Schreiber does not take long to respond.
Okay.
He simply says, "Not from here. You will have to find your own way in."
Oh. I'm gonna turn to the group and say.
And he does say,
Oh.
"Mandate from the king."
Oh. Gonna turn to the group and say, we have to find our own way in. This was the king's idea.
Okay. Are there any like taverns or anything by here, DM?
Hold on. You actually want to go to an actual place in the city? Hold on. Let me find them.
Oh no. While you do that,
I waited so long for this.
oh my god, give me 1 sec. 1 second. I actually need to run to the bathroom.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna run to the bathroom, BRB.
Wait a minute, Angler, what is your favorite Pokemon? We answered your question, now answer ours.
Angler's not even in the chat anymore. We answered the
Damn.
question to no one.
Damn.
Ban that guy or girl or in between. I don't
need
discriminate
direct
when I
approval,
ban.
of course. I need direct approval of before I go ahead and ban somebody. Unfortunately, I am not paid enough.
People actually want to go to locations that I've had ready for months.
Mhm.
I'm so proud.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's totally like it hasn't taken us like, I don't know, 9 months to show up in Rec Centrum, and then we don't go to any of the locations that the DM wants us to go to.
Well, no, the DM gave you a house.
Yeah.
But that's only because you managed to cleverly talk your way into an actual stable position.
Sorry!
Now we're gonna have to go ahead and explain ourselves, which is not gonna be fun.
We're explaining.
So,
We're explaining ourselves. What?
so that's good. Now that she's back, hey, can we ban Angler 234?
No! Why?
Because they asked what your favorite Pokemon is and then didn't even stick around to find out.
No! No, not banning. No! Don't
See,
do
I
this.
told you I needed permission.
Oh my god, don't ban. No wild bans.
Senorita
I'm not wild
Buzz
banning
Killington
anybody.
here is annoying. I said Senorita Buzz Killington here is annoying.
Oh my gosh. Whatever.
Alright.
Anyways.
Speaking of buzz killing, how's Envoy looking right now?
Oh yeah,
how's that oil leak?
How's the
Are you checking? Make
Yeah,
a
I'm
quick
gonna check.
investigation check.
Sure thing. Can I listen to hear if there's anything going on? Oh, like anything going on with the machinery inside as well?
I'll give you advantage.
Right, that's a 22.
Okay. With a 22, you kind of lean in close. You get uncomfortably close. Things aren't where they should be. Something's off. And as you're leaning in, and since you have higher than standard hearing abilities, it's weird. You're hearing metal creaking when you know it shouldn't.
Turn to the party and say, Envoy's not healthy. We should probably go ahead and deal with this.
How do you deal with an unhealthy Warforged?
Well,
So,
funny you should ask. I'm a smith.
Sometimes I forget this.
so now, real quick. Alwyn, the closest tavern you know of, there are two pretty common ones. One is the Wise Knight Tavern, which you cannot get to right now because that is in the Shimmer Ward. The other one, and Zen, you in particular have stayed here previously, because of your nature, and your background. The other one is the Grim Shelf Tavern. And the Grim Shelf is found in the Mudtop Ward, and it is this building.
I hear munch.
Munch, munch, crunch, crunch, snuffle, snuffle, slurp, slurp.
Yes. Yes.
We DMD stands here.
Okay. Oh, that's like all the way on the other side of town.
Oh boy.
That is the other
That's where
pretty
we nuked
common
that,
cover.
That's where we nuked that sorcerer the first time around, give or take.
Oh yeah. That's what.
No.
And
Oh.
that was, I mean, it was over here.
That was over here.
Oh,
Similar.
still.
Yes, so, you would know, I mean, Zen would know just from being there. Arlo and you would know from your background. The Wise Knight is there for the more civilized and noble-leaning individuals, while the Grim Shelf is for the lowlifes. And you've heard rumors that it could have been a thieves' den, but there's been no substantial evidence that that is true. Is Zen? Oh, yeah, Zen is here.
Yes, I am.
Okay. You said it was a thieves' den?
It's been it's like a rumor mill, you know, like a. I don't know why I'm losing my language, my vocabularistics.
It's okay. Words are hard.
All
Yeah.
sorts of unsavory sort end up there, but it's fine, really. You have to
Yes.
keep your wits about you.
It's like a local rumor that the place is like a thieves' den. Like if you've ever seen like an older, like not well maintained house in your neighborhood or something like that, when you were kids, people are probably like, "Oh, it's haunted" or something like that. That sort of deal.
You mean like the trap house, like up the street from us?
Sure.
Yes!
Oh my
It's
god.
literally a trap house across the street from us.
But the point is, it's more of like gossip says that there's a thieves' den in there, but there's been nothing to have been proven that there is one there.
Let's check it out. What do we gotta lose?
Time.
Hey, I'm down
Like,
for it.
get into the shimmer one.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's do
Because
it.
Ronan's getting antsy. Like you're so close, but you can't get in there.
Let's just make it
I-
quick.
I put my hand on Chris Rona's shoulder and I just go, I know we are so close and yet so far, but this is not a fight we want right now.
Yeah. And Chris Rona just like looks at Alwyn, looks forward, said, "All right, I'll try to be patient and bear with y'all."
Okay. As the group begins to start making their way, and the city is massive. Let's be clear. The map doesn't really quite do it justice. The city is
Hold on.
massive. You're probably looking at good 45 minutes to an hour to get there. Just weaving through the streets and such. Hold on, what?
I gotta ask, Matt. Are we on are we going on the way to are we going past that store that I have that unpaid half paid powder keg that we need to finish paying for?
Let me double check. Hold on.
Or is that the one that's south of us?
Let me double check. Hold on.
Here, let me add some jazz to the mood here.
Oh god, fuck! Holy shit! I was actually reading something, and all of a sudden I hear jazz.
So I've just officially remuted his soundboard. I suggest you do the same.
I regret nothing.
Oh my god.
That is that black square across the way. I mean, you can. It would take longer to go there.
Oh.
I will ask the party if we can detour that way, just because, I mean, it could prove useful.
I think right now, Chris Rhoda might actually kill you if we take any longer than what we're going to need to.
Well, look at it this way, Chris Rona. If we need to, we can use it as a distraction.
Yeah, what's one more act of terrorism amongst you chuckle fucks?
Yeah, right.
Hey, there's only one terrorist amongst us.
Zen,
Yes.
because you've got a really high passive perception. While the crowd is bickering, well, not the crowd, while the group is bickering, you look back over to the crowd because something catches your eye. And amongst the sea of people that are just like angry and milling about and just kind of waiting patiently and like a disorganized blob, you see an individual striding through with purpose, very similar to what Alwyn did. Only once they get to the front, this individual pulls out a dagger and kind of screams out death to the tyrant and rushes at the righteous brand soldiers and gets immediately bodied by one of the shields. The entire crowd gasps and steps back. You're only noticing this because the rest of the group is so self-involved in their argument they're not paying attention to anything but them.
Hey, guys, pause. Take a look at what's happening up with the guards for a sec.
Oh?
I take a look and
So at this point, as everyone looks, the blob of people has kind of taken a hesitant step back. Oh, the screaming got replaced with like gasps and other various screams as there is an individual on the cobblestone ground in front of the righteous brand soldiers. A wicked metal dagger clatters to the ground a few feet away from him, and one of the soldiers is actually pressing the shield down, like flat, not pointed end, but like flat, like I don't know why I can't remember words right now, but they're kind of like keeping him restrained by pushing him against the ground with the shield. As two other ordinary Crown's Guard come rushing up, and the righteous brands scream at them to take this scum away to Clay Keep. And you do see people murmuring because now it went from a rowdy crowd to someone crossed a line, and now we're unsure if we should align with them, sort of deal.
how far away are we from the group?
So this happened right in front of the portcullis into the Shimmer Ward. You guys are in this first alleyway over here, because that's where Nick stepped aside to contact Shriver.
Okay, are we within 30 feet of the group?
Of the crowd?
Yeah.
No.
Ah. How far away are we?
Oh, about 100 feet or so.
Can we make out what this person looks like?
The person that was
Attacked.
restrained?
Yeah, the restrained one.
They seem to be probably early 20s, male, dark black, scraggly hair and beard. He appears to be wearing kind of a faded, I wouldn't necessarily say commoner's attire, but not quite a noble's attire, like a sort of in-between sort of deal.
Like middle class, okay.
Like no. Like we're talking like upper middle class.
Oh, interesting.
like they dress pompous, like they should be in the Shimmer War, but the state of their clothes indicates that they haven't been for a while.
Okay. Is
Apologies.
can we
You
tell?
know, I did just have a thought.
Oh.
Building off of James's idea of at least get him into the Shimmer Ward with Cobalt Soul robes and say, and documentation that says that he has an appointment with the Crown or with the Cobalt Soul within the Soul. Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Soul is within the Shimmer Ward, correct?
Incorrect.
No,
The Cobalt Soul is this blue circled building over here.
I gotcha. Okay, so we could say that he's got Cobalt Soul business with the Crown. Get him into the Shimmer Ward. But I do have, and James, I would need I would want your consent before I go ahead and do this. I could go ahead and put my brand of castignation on you, and from there we can go ahead and go through the sewers and come up through and try and meet you somewhere. Because I can track a creature with brand of castignation. You always know the direction to the branded creature as long as it's on the same plane as you. Each time, and this only applies if you go ahead and you take you do damage to me or another creature I can see within 5 feet of me. The only downside is this means that I have to hit you with a weapon that has a Crimson Right activated.
Okay, I do have it.
You know
But
what?
it's an idea.
You know what? That's not a terrible idea because the whole reason I was looking for a tavern was so that I could get a little piece of mind and a solid table, so that I could make up some Cobalt Soul documents. I mean, unless we just stop and I swipe something while walking by the Cobalt Soul, but that could work.
I will remind everyone, it's been a while since you guys have heard this, but not for as long for your characters. Ophelia did say that there might be a possible way into the Shimmer Ward through the sewers.
Yeah.
That
and you
she
also
could try risking it, but it might be doable.
Okay. I will add, to go off of Cam's idea here, I do have sending, so I can send you a message as to when we're ready. And keep contact with you.
Okay, yeah, I have sending as well, so I mean, we can definitely kind of go back and forth on that one.
You also have sending stones, correct?
Yeah.
And we do actually have extra sending stones, right?
Yeah.
Did you give
Might
that?
might not be a bad idea for me to take one if we're gonna do this, so that way I can like keep track and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I give one of my sending stones to Artemis.
They would be our walkie-talkies. Whoa.
Nick,
Yes.
make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit. Okay. And wisdom saving. I get advantage on those.
Yes, but subtract 5 from the result.
Subtract 5. Okay, so 23 minus 5, that would be 18. No, 18.
Okay. Continue.
Ah, shit.
He's spying.
Yep, he is.
No one knows this, though.
No, out of character, we know he's spying. In character, we don't know.
Yeah, out of character.
You still don't know this.
Alright, let's... We could...
Alright, what are you doing?
Do you absolutely need a proper table?
I need something to write on at least.
Let's go to... may I suggest tavern then? Just to also get our bearings?
Okay, so we'll make our way to the Grim. What was it again?
The Grim Shelf.
The Grim Shelf.
Okay.
So,
Not a problem. All right. About an hour passes by, and at this point, as you guys are heading along, the crowd is still there, but they've taken a few hesitant steps back from where they were after one of the guards does have a smear of blood on one of the shields. But otherwise, it is still there. There is still a tense energy around the gate. You head to the Grim Shelf. This is a very faded, bleak, we're talking dark grays, and what used to be white stones are now like a muddled brown and things like that. Two-story building that is partially sunken into the ground. Where this building is, there is actually a mud puddle kind of covering the streets. So as you enter that area, you start to hear the slopping of your feet as they rise and smack back down onto the muddy ground. Envoy, you all notice, is having a harder time doing this than we would normally think so. And Envoy's had a very bronze like sheen to him, very like clean metallic bronze sort of deal. His legs at the very least appear to be a darker shade, not from like the mud, but from rust and rot.
Can I look over Envoy and can I make an Arcana check to see if something is possibly still affecting him?
I'm gonna say no on this one.
Okay.
Matt, would I be able to go ahead and just pick him up, put him over my shoulder, and fireman carry him?
I mean, that's doable. As you pick him up, all of you hear this awful screeching of metal grinding against metal, essentially. Like nails on a chalkboard.
I look at Envoy and I say, hang tight, buddy, we're almost there.
All right. You arrive at the Grim Shelf. The building, once again, is partially sunken in the mud. Very faded in browns. You step inside. The tavern is currently not very active as it is in the middle of the day. And it is much darker inside than it is outside. In fact, opening up the door has lit up the room significantly. And once you all step in, the door shuts, it goes back to a very dim light. You see what appears to be a human male about mid-30s or so behind a long wooden countertop that is essentially patchwork. Like, some things have smashed it or broken it, and that they've just repaired it with other pieces of wood. And it's creating like this weird color mismatch. And you kind of see that vibe throughout this entire room. There's like, some of the floor is rotted. And these dark browns, some mud has seeped in from where the building is kind of like crooked slightly. The windows are covered in wooden planks, but, the place is active. You all look at him. Zen, you would know this individual already from your brief stay here. He is named Joffrey Boulder Down.
Cool. Sweet.
He looks at you all and he is very hunched over, and Um, he looks at you, and he says, "Well, welcome back." And he looks to the rest of you and says, "Well, welcome to my humble establishment. Always glad to see that the citizens of the Empire remember that this place exists, even though they won't fund its lifting out of the muck that they've created."
I kind of look at him and just go, well, that is a crying shame because this is quite a fine establishment. And then I kind of just slip in a little bit of thieves' cant, just saying, hopefully good fortune finds you soon.
He looks at you and goes, "Dens? We ain't got no dens here. We got a rat that scurries about the place occasionally. But no population issues." And almost as if you guys all hear a skittering along the right side of the wall of this room. And you see a small shadowy figure kind of dart in between light sources.
Maybe I want to get a cat.
You get the sense, Alwyn, that he does not know thieves can't.
Yeah, I picked up on that one. So I look at him and go, you should get a cat for that rat problem.
Cats are expensive. So's living in the city.
You know what? You are true. These are wise words.
So, and he slams his hands down. You do see his shoulders are uneven. His right shoulder is a lot lower than the left shoulder, and he's got this weird hunchback vibe. Slams his hands down on the counter. So what it'll be?
What's the strongest you got?
Well, it's an interesting concoction made from the various, we'll say, donations of the patrons of this establishment. And he points to a small puddle in the corner.
Oh god, that sounds like the worst party punch ever.
Oh my god.
Scratch that. Second strongest drink.
He grabs a very, compared to some of the establishments you've been in previously, where they're like high end and the cups are clean and things like that. He slams down a very an old metallic mug, and it's dented. It's not, a shining iron as it normally is. It's like black with age and things like that. You know, the whole vibe. And he pulls out a bottle with, looks like a liquid that doesn't look too dissimilar from the mud you were walking through outside, at least in terms of coloration, and pours it into the mug. No, Siri, I was not talking to you.
All right, what do we? What'll that cost me?
You're
3 copper.
I'll toss him a silver.
Oh, high rollers, aren't you? Better off spending your money at the other establishment. And you all feel the disdain dropping from his mouth as he says that.
Hi again, Angler.
And miss out on this fine
Did you-
fine establishment, this greatly patinaed establishment.
Did you miss out on the Pokemon stuff?
Everyone else does. I don't discriminate.
We did answer the
I've
question.
got my own dedicated clientele.
I'll drink from the mug.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Sure thing.
Oh, God.
Oh shit. Good luck.
That's a 7.
Oh. Oh no.
burns
Your question from earlier.
badly.
Ooh.
This is like some of the dirtiest and horrid tasting alcohol you've ever had. And you can't help but cough and sputter as it's going down your esophagus. He kind of just sits there and starts laughing at you.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone does that when it's their first time.
It's been a while since I've had
Hydrate.
something this strong.
Give me a second. Let me.
What you're having right there, we call the grim verity.
Also. Oh shit! Did it get all
Separates
over?
the children from the adults.
It's certainly an acquired taste.
Oh, cider. Oh, we should get the. Hold on.
I continue to drink it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna put down 1 silver. Or I'll put down 2
Hold
silver.
on.
Round of drinks
Hold
for the rest
Fuck,
of us.
give me a second.
Um,
Where is it?
ale
Doge
is
mask.
Fine.
There we go. God, right as I
That
bring out
was
the
ale.
wine too.
You just see Alan just kind of go, oh.
And who said this place is high quality? All right. The rest of you get very similar mugs to Artemis, and he once again is pouring out that brackish liquid.
I'm gonna turn to the dude here and say, we'll drink these at a table. Thank you so much.
Your loss.
Yes, I'm glad it was good. Sorry, I did respond to that earlier, dude. Sorry.
Well,
Just D&D is
wait
a lot.
minute here.
D&D is a lot to balance with chat.
I'm saying this out of character. Out of character.
Yeah?
Clearly, he's incensed by the Empire.
Yeah.
This could be advantageous to us.
I will say this much. I am sure there are a lot of people who are pissed with the
Alright,
Empire.
cool. Homework is important. Oh, shoot, I need to
Broken
do mine.
down Hunchback,
A valid.
I don't think he's going to be the great ally we need at this God-given moment.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Hey, don't discriminate.
A voice of the people.
We hunchbacks can roll up and roll down the road, and no one will be able to stop us.
My God.
I hear you ring bells pretty nice too.
Fuck off.
That's a stereotype. We don't endorse that sort of conversation.
Artemis, stop being racist.
Wait, is that racist or like?
Look back in Talonstadt, we had this one hunchback. His name was Schmitty.
Schmitty.
No, don't
Schmitty.
do this. Okay.
Schmitty the slant back. Yes.
Oh my god, you knew
slant back.
Schmitty?
All right.
Yes,
cool.
I did know Schmitty.
Hold on. I'll respond to this really quickly. Mine was Umbreon. Our lovely half orc was, what was it? Shit, I don't remember. Okay. So, all right. Let's go left to right. I think it was Arcanine, Pikachu, Charizard. Oh, the half orc was Infernape, and then our DM, the cat, is Arceus. Well, of course, again, mine's Umbreon. There we go. Sorry, had to doing this really quick because we were in a tavern. All right, go eat, dude. Go get food. I'm just gonna continue to drink and eat my Doritos.
Speak above table.
Hold on, what?
Oh god.
And
Anyway,
that Artemis here was being a racist.
Oh yeah, Artemis was being a racist. I was answering.
hey, you know, anyone who's not like half orc or like basically like elven, anyone who's basically like normal race, like elven or human, not so great in Talonstadt, so it's fine.
So, I guess that's.
Since we also make fun of those who have misfortunes. What can I say? It's a tough town.
Misfortunes Misfits. Hey! Anyways.
Hey! Okay. Okay, so Alan's gonna take the mug and just walk over to a table and I'm gonna set it down.
Yep.
Kind of look at it,
Yep.
try not to throw up, and then I'm gonna take out my forgery kit. I'm gonna guide myself, and I'm gonna start working on making a notice of the cobalt soul that I am granted passage into the Shimmer Ward.
All right. While he's doing that, what are the rest of you all doing in this dingy?
I'm getting a refill.
Yeah, bathroom. You're getting a refill on the Verity?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a refill.
All right. He pours you another bottle because you essentially prepaid with the silver. You're downing another mug.
Yeah, I'll down another mug.
Make me another Constitution saving throw.
God.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a 6.
You ever get that feeling where you know you're about to vomit? And you have to
no.
essentially force it down your throat?
Yeah.
You're like choking on it while like trying to swallow it. That sort of
Hey.
deal.
Hey, I got an idea to get us back into the Shimmer Ward.
Don't. I'm gonna.
It-
Nyx is gonna turn to Artemis here and fucking glare, cause she don't want any of that shit.
It is still vile. Alright. Zen, Krizrona, Nyx. Anything you guys are doing, or are you just sitting down at the table next to Aluin as he's scribbling knots on the piece of paper?
Zen would probably like hold her nose and then like down the drink, kind of like taking nasty medicine, and then see if how have I already forgotten his name?
Joffrey.
Joffrey. Thank you. See if Joffrey wants some free entertainment for a little while the Misfits are here.
Well,
Put on a performance.
first things first, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, let's do this.
As you're drinking the Grim Verity for the first time.
I love how we're trying to sneak into the Shimmer Ward, and y'all think it's a good idea to just fucking get shit-faced.
21.
Oh boy.
Alright? So you plug your nose, you close your eyes, and you start wincing as you just start downing the mug. It burns the moment the alcohol makes contact with your throat. But you power through the stench and the taste and the burning, and you are fine.
Hooray.
It's not very alcoholic. It's just not very well made.
It's the stuff that you're supposed to like throw away that could like cause blindness.
Yeah, the dregs at the bottom. Like, oh god.
Are you kidding me? Artemis better start saving soon.
Artemis just kind of starts waving his hand in front of his face.
And because you have saved against the alcohol, you do not have to make any more saves afterwards.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna drink it. I'm just gonna like push it forward in front of me and sit next to Aluin and watch him do his thing.
Okay. Krizrona?
Chris Rona is just gonna like sit there, fidget, and stare like at his companions, intoxicating themselves.
You're not drinking
It's
it?
been a long day.
Nah, he's just gonna like wait impatiently.
Okay. Alright. Meanwhile, while the rest of you are crying around Aluin,
Back on.
while the rest of you are crowding around Aluin, Zen, you head up to Joffrey once again, and you ask him if you could provide him some entertainment, and he says, "Well, anything that'll lighten up the place." And he kind of just screams out, "Hey, all! We got a show going on for a bit. try to be nice to the guests. And at this point, you in particular, Zen, do see a handful of other tables are populated with individuals that have just been kind of talking amongst themselves and minding their own business. One with a couple elven individuals, two female elves, what appears to be a male elf, and then another table with a handful of dwarven individuals. It's hard to tell what gender dwarves are because they all have beards. They're all drinking pretty heavily. You do see a male halfling wearing not too dissimilar an outfit to yours, in the corner with 3 heavy mugs on the table, passed out, head slumped back, mouth open, flat out just loud snoring. You see kind of a bent, barely kept together lute leaning up against his chair.
Amazing.
But yeah, make me a performance check for me. I believe. Are you using what are you using for your instruments?
I have a viol.
All right.
11. God bless that +9. Jesus.
As you pull out the viol and you take the bow and you start to string it across, or as you start to bring it across the strings of the viol, well, you're lucky most people are drunk. Some of them start to like nod their heads along as you're playing. What sort of melody do you play? I'll leave this up to you.
Oh, we are fully playing shanties.
All right. They're bobbing their heads along to each beat, and some of them are raising their mugs. You see more splashes of ale, kind of. You see splashes of ale hit the floor from the sloshing mugs, and then you actually see the ale kind of trickle down into that corner where the barkeeper has pointed to, and you realize, yeah, this is a really awful concoction over there. It is a solid song, and let's see. Yeah, okay. You get 3 silver. Or no, not 3. 6 silver.
Look at that.
Yeah.
From the other patrons of the tavern, kind of tossing you coins as you finish your shanties.
Amazing.
Toss a coin to your bard lock.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, your bard lock has saved a lot of people.
Toss a coin to your barlock. Oh,
That's gonna be my new Discord status.
There you go.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Aluin, are you proficient in forgery kits?
I think I am.
Okay. So let's do roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier, and add your proficiency bonus too, if you're proficient in a forgery kit. You need to have one though.
Let's see.
He does have. I know he does have a forgery kit. 'Cause
I
we've
do have
had
a
to use
forgery
one
kit.
before.
Okay.
I have expertise in thieves' tools. I'm looking just because I want to make sure I'm correct on this.
So you are proficient in the forgery kit.
Okay. Okay then. So
Yes.
my proficiency bonus, my dexterity,
And your dex.
and I
to
did
the
guide
roll.
myself. So
Yes, and then add a d4. So roll a d20, add 6, and then add a d4.
Okay. Oh, you did it,
What?
All right. There you go.
that is
As my ears are ringing. But that is what?
that is a 27 total because I rolled a 1 with my guidance.
What? 27. Okay. from the very brief time you were at the Cobalt Soul Reserve, the Rec Centrum building, and you saw the individual with the scattered papers on the desk, you remember that essentially the calligraphy at the top of their document indicating it's an official Cobalt Soul document. And you managed to recreate that perfectly. And the rest, it's like the SpongeBob episode where he's writing the essay, the beautiful "the" at the top corner. And the rest of you see this beautiful piece of artwork designated that this is an official Cobalt Soul document. You write a pristine, "Hey, we need to get through," letter. The rest of you see no issues whatsoever. It's a perfect uniform scrawl and everything. And you even found a burning candle to like mark it off with a wax seal and everything. It is pristine.
Yeah.
Yay!
This is just for Alwyn to get through, correct? Not for the whole party.
It depends.
Well, I thought we were gonna do. I thought just to be on the safe side, we were gonna do the. You're gonna mark me and track them through the sewers.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Then yeah, not a problem.
Because I mean, the only other option would be is if you want to try those badges, which I mean that might work. And then I
Not
could.
from what
Or,
from what Schreiber had said, but
or is that what Schreiber basically said? Ixnay on those.
Yeah. So, based on what Schreiber
Ixnay
said,
on the badge day.
based on what he said, we probably won't be let in.
Stryber said that he just can't help from where he is.
Mm-hmm.
He did not explicitly state whether it would work or not.
It's still a bit risky. Remember, he said not to flash them around. That's why I hesitate.
I mean, the only other thing I would say is if someone wants to use the Cobalt Soul, I can say that the two of us, I could get two people in at that point then.
Who would be your second?
Who has an open attunement slot?
I do.
There you go.
Have disguise back.
I never even took it.
Yeah, I don't have enough attunement slots.
If only there were feats that give more.
Yeah, guess you might be choosing a new feat later.
Not
Well,
for another
that's what-
couple levels.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, that's why I said like it would. I can do if I can fake it for the Cobalt Soul. That's going to be right now kind of the best we can get for it. So.
I mean, it's your call. You got the 20, so I'll give you that.
Okay, so then, yeah, if Zen will be willing to do the how to disguise to be a member of Cobalt Soul, then I'll take the two of us in, and then this way it's also less people trudging through the sewers as well.
Works for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So I make it for access for two members of the Cobalt Soul then.
Okay. All right.
Another
It's
option
not-
we do have for sneaking people in is doing that thing where we combine Nyx's invisibility with spider climb. If anyone wants to just scale a wall.
Oh my god. True. They'd get three of us in.
I mean, that could get Chris Rona in. Plus, we throw Envoy in the bag of holding. That gets 4 of us in.
Yeah, and then Artifice and I would have to go through the sewers, which is valid. And
How many times can you cast Spider Climb?
Once,
Give me 1 sec.
because
yeah, I
it's
think-
concentration.
Yep, concentration
Ah,
once.
damn it. Okay.
I mean, there are other ways too.
I mean, there are plenty of ways to get into the Shimmer Ward.
it's just, how carefully can we do them?
Yeah.
Because I'm willing to
Without-
cast invisibility on Cassandra.
Or how much are you willing to risk?
Yeah.
I will say I mean, this is. I'm going to say this, and coming from me, this is going to be something. I say we try and play it safe so that we can get home, regroup, and figure shit out from there.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
So you're who is going to the gate? Alowin and who else?
Zen, because she
Okay.
has to have disguise.
All right. Well, if you're going with the brand route, you're missing one glaring thing right now.
Yeah.
Yep, I gotta do my thing. Also, actually, if we're gonna do if we're gonna go the spider climb route with one person, actually, it should probably. Now that I think about it, it might be better if Nyx goes over because Jared has keen mind,
Oh?
and he can. Oh, if we get in through, if he and I go in through the sewers, that means
He'll
no,
remember
with
it
keen
for the
mind-
next month.
Yeah.
Wait.
for the
With
next
keen
month, he
mind,
would
he'll
know how to get
remember.
out.
Yeah.
That's
help,
right.
would help us get out.
Welcome back. We're trying to do planning.
See,
for...
I have a brain. I can think. That Ioun stone is already working.
Yay!
Great job.
I guess that's also an idea. You down for that, Chris Rona, Jared?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Right.
I hand Artemis one of my plain, regular, no nonsense, not special daggers, and be like, use this.
I hold on. I put it. I put my hand up, and I'm like, no. Allow me. And I pull out one of my daggers.
Oh, fine then.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Are we sure we want to do this in a tavern?
Oh god.
It's a 22.
Oh shit.
You're fine.
Guys, remember, I have high.
Well, no, we're not going to do it in the tavern. We'll do it out.
Yeah. Let's step out of the tavern, because I think we're still in it.
Yeah, get out.
No,
you
we're going to do this outside the tavern.
All right.
Get out,
I'm
you
going-
emos. I've had enough blood covering this place.
God!
I turn to him and say, "Wait right there. I'll be right back."
Okay.
Sorry. So I'm gonna do.
So keep in mind. Okay, actually, yeah, the brand of castigation lasts forever until it's dispelled or until you remove it. Okay.
Until it's dispelled, I remove it, or until I rest, I believe.
Yup.
Cool. All right.
It's okay. I think
There
I
it
can
goes.
learn to spell anyway.
Probably not right now, Engler, just because currently concentrating on
All right,
getting
so
this
that's
plan
3
and
damage
D&D
to
done.
myself.
I hope you don't
Okay,
mind.
I don't need to worry
Just
about
currently
getting
trying to
that heat
focus
done.
on this.
That's fine. All right. You ready to do this?
I can just let him hit me, right? Can I just opt to let him make the hit rather than have him roll?
Yeah, and you don't even have to roll damage. You could just take the one hit point. But you also have to take the Crimson Right damage.
You have to
Right.
take the D6.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying rather than have you roll to see if you hit my armor class, can I just like hold out my arm so you can
Yeah.
just, like hit me or something? Okay.
And I'm also saying you don't even have to have him roll the D4 for the dagger. You could just take the 1 point of damage, but you have to take the Crimson Right damage.
I have to roll
Whatever that
necrotic
is.
damage on it.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine.
All right. I turn to Alan and say, "What do you want? Do you want do you want to be burned or you want to get shocked?"
Shock me.
All right, 1d6 lightning damage. Here we go.
oop.
Uh,
That is 4 points of lightning damage to you, bud.
All right,
Alright,
so you take
five
5
total.
points of damage, yeah.
Okay.
And as where are you cutting him?
I just kind of I hold out my arm.
So as the cut slices across your arm, not down the river, but across, not through the woods, but across the river. The cut appears, your arm tenses up from the electric shock, and then as the blood starts to seep out from the cut, it actually starts to form a crude circle around the cut, and it forms the brand out of the blood from your arm.
That wasn't blood. That'd be a cool tattoo. Oh,
Well, now you know for next time. Get
And
a
it-
picture of it.
And it dries up almost immediately, but it's like the brand is still fresh blood, but when you touch it, it's dry. All right, you are now branded.
okay.
You are now branded by you now have a brand of Castignation on you.
So, what is the party distribution? Is it Artemis and Crisrona? And then the rest are going to the gate?
Oh,
So yeah, at this time, Envoy is going into a bag of holding.
and
Okay.
Zen,
Into
go ahead.
Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to say don't put him in mine. Because if they pick that up, then, I don't want that.
yeah.
I don't want to have to explain that.
Nix, do you have a bag of holding?
No, I do not. So,
Crisrona does.
Chris Rona.
All right. So, yeah, that's right. Sharona has a bag of holding too. Shit.
Okay.
Garrett, how much stuff do you have in your bag of holding?
Like 0. Don't
mind
really
if-
use it much.
Do you mind if we use your bag of holding to put Envoy in and give it to Nix so that way she can scale the wall and bring Envoy over too?
Incorrect, Jared. Jared, Crisrona has one singular handful of mixed red and blue sood.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
like a
right.
pound.
That's the drug bag.
No, it's
Get rid
not,
of the drugs! Get rid of the drugs!
it's not a pound, it's like several ounces. But you do have drugs in that bag.
Wait a minute, we can
Drug.
sell that. We can make money.
No,
Oh my
just get rid of the goddamn drugs!
Nice.
How many gold pieces is
Sorry.
it per pound?
You're reminding me about my homework, and I don't want to think about it. I'm trying to drink and
It's
have a good
not
time
worth it!
here.
We got a fuck ton of money!
You do.
I joke. Hold on.
Maybe it's best if we turn it inside out and just
Dump
put it in
it.
Jared.
blood.
To answer your question, about 100.
Ooh.
But we don't have a pound. We have like
You have like a few ounces.
We're focusing so much on this drug thing. Hey Zen, are you casting Spider Climb on me?
Yes, I would be happy to do that.
Yay! Not yet though. Just I want to double check if that was the plan, cause, yeah.
Yeah, it lasts an hour, so I figure I'll wait till we get up a little closer and then cast it. That way you have plenty of wiggle room.
Yeah, I'll cast
Alright.
it at the same time. I'll cast invisibility at the same time.
So it's 3 and 2, correct?
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
well, it's two,
Where-
2, and 2.
2, 2, and 1.
Well, one is in the bag of holding, so two, two,
That's
and
fair.
two.
All right.
All right. We're gonna start with the trio that is heading towards the gate.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna say you guys did this all outside of the group shelf, in a back alley. I mean, you got one strange old man kind of looking at you all, but he doesn't really kind of acknowledge you all because he doesn't really want to, try to figure out what's going on.
He's into it, man. Alwyn's into this kind of thing. Just don't worry about it.
He gives Alwyn a thumbs up, and Alwyn, you get a thumbs up from a creepy old man.
Nice. I just go, shock me, Daddy, shock me.
Oh God!
He runs away at that. All right. It'll take you about another 45 minutes to get there. Once again, the crowd has lessened at this point, and a lot of the more rowdy individuals that you saw at the front of the crowd are now gone, Alwyn. I will say, in proportion to this white square, like the full white square, you guys are probably here. That not filled in white square. Like, you're able to see the crowd, you're hugging the walls to the Shimmer Ward. But you're not able to make much more details than that right now.
Okay.
What are you all doing?
Okay, well, I'm setting my robes to Cobalt Soul.
Okay.
I look at Zen, I'm like, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I suppose so. I'll start like focusing on the disguise for the hat.
Okay. Not a problem. Unless you have anything in particular you want to disguise yourself as, you're just disguised.
Yeah, nothing in particular. Just, human-ish in Cobalt Soul uniform, I guess.
Okay. So the two of you are now kind of wearing these matching light blue and silver-edged robes right now. Nyx.
Yes.
The two of them get into their disguises.
Not right now, please.
What are you doing?
Turn to Zen. Ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. I'm casting invisibility.
Okay.
I'm giving you spider climb.
All right. Let me double check the wording on spider climb. Okay.
Wait.
All right.
hold
So
on.
you're just able to attach to surfaces, no problem. Okay. Alwyn and Zen, the two of you start making your way towards the crowd. We'll get to that shortly. Artemis and Chryzrona. Artemis, thanks to you branding Alwyn, you get this intrinsic pull in your mind, almost like tugging you in the direction of where Alwyn is at all times, ever since you branded him.
Yeah.
However, you guys need to find a sewer.
Can we go
What are
back
you
to the
doing?
grate that we were at?
All right, so all five of you are just going to that same grate, that same area.
I mean, might as well, right?
Okay.
I mean, we know that grate is there.
All right. So you split off. You head down
Well-
into the sewers. What?
I was gonna say it wouldn't really make sense for the three of us to backtrack all that way.
Well, that's the only entrance into the Shimmer Ward. That's why the three of you had to backtrack.
Right, no, I'm saying to backtrack with the others. To go with like
No,
Chris
because
Ronan.
we're going. Because the sewer grate that we went into to go talk to Ophelia is there. Is right around in that area. That's why I'm saying we go back that way. That's a sewer grate that we know is there and we can get into.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I have my sending stone, and so once you guys get in, well, like we'll get down in and we'll set up down there, and once you guys are in, we'll wait for a sync from you.
All right, you got it. Stay safe.
All right. Okay. I would just like, so for the two of you in particular, either each of you can roll a survival check for me, or one of you can roll with advantage, just to keep your bearings.
What is my survival?
Like Artemis, you know the direction where Aluin is, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the sewer is guaranteed to be going in that direction.
Gotcha. Jared, what's your survival?
Not too great. It's +3.
That's better than mine.
All right, so who's rolling?
I'll say
Okay.
Jared.
All right,
Alright.
so Chris-Rona, roll me a survival check at advantage.
Okay.
Not a high DC because it's the first one, but just to be
Advantage?
sure. Yep. Okay. With a 21, with Artemis kind of just pointing out the general direction, and I think both of you have dark vision. So, yep, both of you have dark vision, so that's fine. You are able to traverse the current sewers. You come to a couple junctions as you're trying to get like up close under the wall to the portcullis. But yeah, you're able to keep track.
Sweet.
Nyx,
Yes.
I'm gonna go to you next.
Yeah. Okay.
The wall next to you into the Shimmer Ward is probably a good 60, 70 feet tall.
Okay.
It's tall. It's meant to eclipse all of the other buildings nearby, with the exception of the prison. You begin climbing. And climbing. And climbing. And eventually, as you're about maybe 10, 15 feet away from the top, you hear the clanking of metal against stone. Not too dissimilar from when you were last here about 3 weeks ago. And as you approach, the tops of the walls are like your typical castle walls where there are stone blocks and sections, but there are gaps in between to like fit a bow or a crossbow or even a staff into to shoot down or out. You begin to approach one of those gaps, and you look within, and you see about, I would say 30 feet away or so, 3 righteous brand soldiers just sitting there talking to your left-hand side, closer to the portcullis. Beyond those 3 in a group, you see about 4 more that are like on the edge, peering down below at the crowd of people nearby. And on your right, you see another 2 more righteous brand soldiers that are marching towards that group. What are you doing?
So they're on top of this wall then. Sorry.
They're on top of this wall. There's a group of 3 about 30 feet away from you, and then there are 4 more about 20 feet away from that group, peering over the wall at the crowd of people. And then there are 2 more about maybe 35, 40 feet away from you on your right side that are approaching this other group of 3, meaning if you just get to the top and you stay there, they're going to run straight into you.
Oh. I'm gonna climb up, but not hit the top yet. Just kind of stay at the edge, not climb directly onto it, just to hear them. Kind of just sit on the wall. Well,
Okay.
you know.
Are you trying to do this quietly?
Yes.
Make me a stealth check. At disadvantage because of your armor.
Fuck. Where's stealth? Where's my stealth? Fuck. Please.
Well, I mean, she's invisible, right? Wouldn't that
Wait, actually.
Wouldn't that change anything?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's sound-based, not sight-based. It's the armor clanking.
Please.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Oh, 14. 14. Okay.
14.
14, please.
Okay. They don't seem to notice you.
Let's
You
go.
barely saved. Barely.
Barely, yeah.
You went off just like the teleport.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, the two that are marching are still approaching, and now probably about 20 feet away or so by the time you've climbed up onto the top of this wall and you're just sitting there. The group of three are just sitting there. One of them says, "How long do we have until shift change?" It's like, another one answers, "We got a few more hours." He's like, "Good. I'm dying for some of the wise night." And the third one loops back around and says, "Some of their food's good. Not all of it, I would say." And then they start to, then it just devolves into an argument about the quality of food in the building that I don't really want to get into. You're too far away to hear anything that the four looking at the crowd say, because there is also the murmurings of the crowd, and they're still pretty loud.
Mm-hmm.
The two approaching simply go, "I don't understand why they beefed up security around the Shimmer Ward. We were told the matter was handled weeks ago."
Oh.
And the other one says, "Well, it's probably just a deterrence to prevent whoever did these acts here, don't do them again." The first one responds, "So it's true then? They didn't even catch the culprits?" And the other one responds, "Well, that's from what I've heard from talks within the barracks. The captains don't really tolerate these discussions. They don't want the image of the perfect empire to falter and crack in the eyes of the people." And the first one responds, "Yeah. Wouldn't want the wise and mighty empire to appear weak to the dynasty again." And he goes, "Here we go again. I survived the war of ash and light. Blah, 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 blah." He's like, "Well, I did." He's like, "Well, you don't need to keep rubbing it in." And that devolves into an argument. At this point, they are about 10 feet away from you.
Is
And
there...
they are still...
Wait, continue.
They are
sorry.
still approaching that other group.
Okay. Is there any openings to just kind of like jump up, jump across to the other side of the wall?
You would be making noise.
Oh, crap.
If you were to just straight up jump to the other side of the wall, and it's about a 10-foot wide wall, just as a heads up.
Oh yeah, okay.
If you just jump to the other side of the wall, your armor would make enough noise because of the type of armor it is.
Fuck. Okay.
Because it's scale mail.
Yeah, that's... Yep. Never mind. Don't want to risk it. Is there a way for me to kind of shimmy to the side and do it?
Yeah, you're Spider-Man right now.
Yep, I'm gonna shimmy
So,
to the side to find another opening. So maybe go past these guards. To
the two approaching. Okay.
Yeah, to the right. They're approaching from the right.
Okay.
I'm going to the right.
Yeah. It's about 20, 30 feet or so. And, they're not really paying attention anymore. They kind of joined in with that group of three, and you hear them now arguing about the roasted sausage versus the, baked oxen. And, alongside, their duck and lamb, and there's a full-blown argument about food right now. Every single one of them is hungry and bored, but they don't pay you any mind.
Okay, I'm I'm just gonna shimmy past them until I'm about, I don't know, 20 feet away from them.
Yeah, you're about 20, 30 feet away now.
Alright, I'm going to carefully climb up, then kind of stand behind them, and then go to the other side of the wall.
Yeah. And the closest ones beyond that group are probably a good, 80 feet away down the wall towards the large rounded, one of the large corners of the Pentagon. So
Yeah, right here.
you're fine there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Easily enough, you get across and climb down, and you are now in the Shimmer Ward.
Yeah.
The first immediate thing you've noticed, though, is that the guard presence is heightened. There's more of them, but their quality is about the same.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Give me a minute.
And with that, after you unstick yourself from the wall and you dust your invisible self off, we will go to Alwyn and Zen.
Okay.
All right. The two of you begin to approach the crowd, and the crowd is still devolved into some shouting and so on. There's some murmurs, and the righteous brand are there. And they once again shout out, "Should you have the proper paperwork and authorization to enter the Shimmer Ward, we will happily assist you with your endeavors." And at this point, given from the angle that you guys are approaching, you actually see a longer wooden table with a couple of Crownsguard sitting at it with stacks of paperwork. And there are about three of them to the table, and there are three individuals with what appear to be nice silk clothes at said table, discussing with the guards, passing papers back and forth. And eventually, once all three are cleared, he simply says, one of them calls out, "Raise the gates," and then the portcullis opens up about 7 feet or so just to let those people in. And once they're in, it shuts again.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. With Zen by my side, we approach the gates. Or
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As you start walking up, one of the Crown's Guard, or one of the Crown's Guard, one of the Righteous Brand, the closest to the right side of the portcullis where you guys are approaching from, raises a hand at you. "Halt. No entry without proper authorization and paperwork."
I present my paper. I am initiate Winterheart of the Cobalt Soul. This is my associate initiate Falks. We are to be granted entry into the Shimmer Ward for the purposes of work with the Cobalt Soul, and I hand them the paperwork.
Okay. He takes a look at this, and he reads it over, and he reads it over again, and he takes the paper. He says, "Stay right there, please." And he heads over. So there are 8 Righteous Brand soldiers, but the 2 centermost, within the width of the street, are wearing more elaborate armor, designating them as probably captains of some kind, or at least higher ranking. And he brings the document to one of them. He points over at you two, and you see them talking and things like that. And eventually, the one that you initially handed the document to replaces the spot where the captain is standing, and they approach over. About average build human male. And he approaches, and he says, "You're the ones with the saw, huh?"
Yes.
All right. So sick of you monks being allowed access in and out with none of this prior bureaucracy junk. Follow me, and he kind of gestures for the two of you to follow.
Okay, I guess we follow.
He approaches the table, and he hands the paper over to one of the Crown's Guard, who's freed up now after organizing some papers. He needs to verify the authenticity of this seal, and he nods, takes the paper, steps inside a small wooden door that's kind of cut into the portcullis walls, steps back out, hands it back to the captain, and he says, "It's legit, sir." He says, "Very well. Raise the gates." And you all hear the creaking of metal, the straining of wood as that large, massive fence opens up, enough for the two of you to walk in. He hands you back the paperwork, and he says, "Be sure to have this with you at all times when crossing to and from the Shimmer Ward."
Of course, and thank you for your assistance, Captain.
Very well. Don't make it a habit. And then as soon as both of you are on the other side, like, Zen, you're disguised, but you still have a tail.
Yep.
Like, literally, like, the moment you step to the other side, your tail is like mere inches away from where the gate was. He screams down to shut the gate, and the portcullis slams down, just barely missing it. Like, that's how tight of a gap there was.
Oh. Frightening.
I lean over. I'm like, "Are you good?"
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a bit of a close call.
And I kind of like lean back. Do I see the tail?
No. They're disguised.
Fully disguised.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You do see a handful of Righteous Brand soldiers kind of, like, looking at you weirdly as you're now inspecting the behind of your compatriot, but otherwise, they kind of just wave you along and just tell you not to crowd the gates. And you do see a similar line of people that are waiting on the other side of the Shimmer Ward to head out into the rest of the city. Not a disorderly crowd, but a line of people this time.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, you are now back in the Shimmer Ward.
Okay. Once we get far enough from the portcullis, excuse me.
At this point, you'd probably be able to make it back to the manor with no issues from where you are.
Okay. Well, no, I wanted to use the sending stone to let Artemis know we're going to the house.
Okay. All right. And with that,
I reply back with, "Well, find me a grate first. You pooping?"
No.
Can I reply back with this? I can reply back on the sending stone, right?
they are sending stones, yeah.
Okay. I reply back. Okay, I'll find one by the manor to get you guys out of there. No, I'm not. You pooping?
No,
All right.
not yet.
So next,
Yes.
you're right about there at that white square
Yeah, the white square. Yeah.
on the other side of the Shimmer Ward.
Mhm.
What are you doing before we get to those two?
I would like to make a sprint to the manor.
Okay, yeah, not a problem. Before you have a while before your invisibility runs out. You're all good.
Okay, cool.
All right. Hold on one second. I just got a really important email. Let me double check something.
Nerd.
Well, yeah, it's kind of a big deal because it was just my last college payment. I think just went through.
Woo! Nice, congratulations.
Hell yeah.
All right. I don't know why I'm getting this at 9:30 at night, but whatever.
The colleges are
It
weird.
is what it
You
is.
know, it's
Back in bureaucracy.
just letting you know that your payment went through. That's all.
At 9:30 at night, whatever.
Yeah, Yeah, why not?
Okay. Yeah. So for Artemis and Chrysorona, you guys are walking along these kind of thin stone path alongside this pool of kind of this darkish green, almost brackish water that's kind of flowing down, following the trail of the city down the hill.
Damn, I thought of a great comeback. I could have told Artemis instead.
Hmm.
No, ignore me. Just keep going.
You feel the pull of where Alwyn is, as always, Artemis. But I do need two more survival checks. Not necessarily to find where you're going, but how long it takes. The DC is higher on each one, just because, of the sewer change, and you're climbing up towards the Shimmer Ward right now.
Can we have Jared go ahead and make those rolls because he's got a better?
Yeah, it's just either one of you, really.
Okay.
Another survival roll.
Yes.
That would have been a great comeback, James. That would have been hilarious.
Okay. 15, you eke by.
Y'all
Yeah.
need to start rolling better.
You do find a small, almost rusted metal ladder, and you begin to climb up about 10, 15 feet or so as you reach kind of this like waterfall drop off of the sewage from the Shimmer Ward down into the rest of the city, into the Tangles. And then I need one more just to find a location nearby the manor.
All right. With advantage or?
Yes, because there are two of you searching. Wow. That was such a polarizing result. All right. With a 22, you are able to, in about an additional 20 minutes or so, manage to make your way back to the grate nearby the manor. And as who's leading the front? Is it Artemis or Chrysorona leading right now?
Chris Rana leading.
Okay. As you go to lift the grate, it suddenly gets pressed down hard as you see what appears to be Alwyn and Zen in disguise running overhead back towards the manor. And then you go to lift it up again, and then it gets slammed down again as something invisible runs over it towards the manor.
Oh
and then
my
finally
God,
you're
thank you.
able to lift it up, get slided aside,
Wait,
and the two of you
hold on.
manage to climb
I
out of
remember
the
you.
sewers.
You were from Poom Stream. Hey, welcome.
Yeah, so
All
we're
of-
out of that stink hole.
Yes, you are.
Why didn't that come up?
Sweet.
I swear to God.
Let's carefully replace that so that way we can just
Yo,
get the fuck out.
what's up, dude?
All right.
Are you
You replace the grate,
Were you
No
streaming
issues.
with Poom? I don't.
and as the
remember
five
her
of you
schedule.
reconvene,
Or is it a
towards the
solo
manor.
stream?
Um,
Welcome to D&D, by the way.
Artemis, you look in the windows. No, I'm just kidding. There are no bricks.
That little shit.
Ooh, Risk of Rain.
You all reconvene at the manor.
I've heard Risk of Rain is good.
And you
Oh,
all
shit.
kind of run in the front door, like one after the other. Like the door just finishes closing before it gets slammed open by Nyx, who's invisible. And then it just closes again, which gets slammed open by Chrysorona and Artemis, coming in and stinking to high heaven. But you all run
Yeah,
in. You're
that's
all
what I've heard.
in
It reminds
the
me of
foyer,
Hades.
essentially. I would assume, Nyx, you would have dropped your invisibility at this point.
Yeah, dropped it. Very much.
Yeah.
I'd like to say I'm locking the door behind me.
Okay. The door is locked.
Okay. Once we're in the manor, where's it? I know I have it. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna cast.
Oh,
You want robotic?
we lost our the other cleric. Oh God,
Oh, damn it! Sorry.
Cleric down.
cleric.
There you go.
Okay, so I would like to cast detect magic, just to make sure like no bad juju was put on the house, or
We have a raid going on in the chat.
Oh yeah, no, I
Oh.
recognized it. It's somebody from if you remember Poom, it's this is the person that I met through Poom stream.
I don't remember, but okay.
Cat. Anyways.
Oh, Cat. Okay.
Yeah, Poom and Cat. Anyways.
Hey,
Oh.
do me a solid.
What?
Do me a solid. Hydrate or dihydrate.
Oh fucking hell! I just took a drink of cider. Let me take some water now.
Hail hydrate.
Maybe we drown her by making her drink too much water.
No! I already drown myself 3 times a week. Can you just not?
Oh.
All right, fine. All right.
Sorry, I just spilled all over myself. Is my keyboard wet now? How many hydrates do I have to do? That was 2.
She's counting.
Mara,
Might as well do a third.
Mara, are you experiencing a drinking problem by chance?
Not yet, not yet. I've been drinking water and cider. It's just
You know, I feel bad. You sound like you need more cider. Here, have another hydrate.
I'm laughing, so the asthma's coming in. Fucking hell, I hate
Alright.
you all. So you said cider.
Let's not kill her so Miss Benedict dead doesn't turn into Miss dead. Alright, yes, you all rush in. You're all
see
in
what
the
I have to
foyer.
fucking deal
Artemis
with?
hurriedly slams and locks the door behind you all. Oh,
I didn't mean to press that.
Anyway, what I was trying to say before we tried to drown Nyx, I would like to cast Detect Magic to try and see if I can find if, like, anything is watching the house or curse the house or fucking put a spell on the house or some shit like that.
These are my friends, chat. These are my
Seems
fucking
clear.
friends here. These
Okay,
little
good.
bitch asses. These bitches.
I look at everyone and I go,
I hate
we're in
you.
clear. Fuck you, what'd I do?
he's saying that to me as I'm continuing to try to drown her.
Me as well.
Cam. I'm so sorry, James. I'm gonna fucking deafen at this rate.
Remember, guys, you too can drown Nyx at twitch.tv/CoroFire.
I'm drowning in alcohol and water.
Rona, what are you doing?
He's gonna rush to like the last room that they left his father in.
I can barely breathe.
You
Some
find a
days.
scrap of paper
Because of these
on
fingers.
the coffee table in front of the couch where he was laying previously.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go. Yep. And he's gonna pick it up. Like, look, after looking around the room, doing a 360, he picks up the papers and what does it say?
It says, Chris, if you're reading this, I have decided to attempt to make my way back home. I know not if this affliction that they have given me will follow, but I know that as these guard patrols have been increasing over the past week or so, that I am not safe here. Hopefully, at this point, I have gotten out of the city, and with any luck, close to being out of the Empire. I will make my way back home to Uthadurn, And provided no other burning issues, maybe make a quick stop or two along the way. If you do not hear from me in the coming months, then I did not make it. And he just, he's just signed it as Eimer. He says, P.S. The blooming grove this time of year is said to be gorgeous. Maybe I'll take a swing by this time. That is it?
Yeah. Yeah, he just like sort of looks up like relieved but struck and all like huh. I hope I would be able to hear him back in a few months. And or at least in another prison to bust him out. And then he goes like out here. And then just like passes the group and asks Artemis like, hey, do we have anything strong here?
Why, yes. To celebrate our return home, I think it's time we crack out the fine wine.
Oh.
Sure. Celebrate.
I will note, just as a heads up, Envoy is still in the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should probably pull Envoy out of the bag.
Okay.
I help Artemis take him out.
You don't need to.
Oh, okay.
As Artemis reaches into the bag, now Krizrona had the bag with Envoy. As Artemis reaches in, he pulls out a shriveled up, dark brown, almost black, metallic arm.
Oh. Krizrona dumped the bag.
Right. And he just opens the bag and just dumps Envoy out.
All of you see, as the bag is dumped out, the robotic companion that was smashing heads just yesterday gets poured out of the bag, and you see that his primary, we'll say body parts, even though it's robotic, it's not gory really, have withered the connections to the main body and to each other and fall out of the bag in pieces, kind of crushed up, shriveled up, almost shrunken in a weird way. The only exception to this being his head, which tumbles out of the bag, what appears to be pristine previously. You all see there's kind of like encroaching darkness from the base of the neck kind of come up and darken and rust the metal. And once it crests over the top of the head, it kind of shrinks. And you hear the grinding and popping of metal as it, like crushing a soda can. Only it's just on the ground in front of you all. And it seems that Envoy had supposedly succumbed to the massive disintegrate spell that he had just barely survived just the day prior.
Shit.
Not long after, the flail that he had on his body tumbles out, also shriveled up. The cloak that was wrapped around himself and the armor that he wore is torn to shreds. The traces of magic gone. The armor's rusted, even though you all knew that previously he was wearing adamantine. It's kind of its whole thing that it kind of stays pristine. And his standard weapons and such, same situation. A few potions of healing fall out of the bag and immediately smash onto the floor. But a couple of what appear to be reinforced larger bottles of healing managed to survive. So, whoever wants it, there are 2 potions of greater healing.
I would like to take at least one of those, if that's okay.
If possible, I'd like to take the other just so that way I have restock.
Okay. And then finally, what comes out of the bag are kind of rotted, bent, and curled up coins. The exception being 40 platinum pieces and 350 electrum pieces.
Electrum?
Yep.
Alan kind of looks at what's fallen in somewhat disbelief. And then also kind of looks at the Electrum and go, people still use those?
No, they don't.
Ha- what?
You know that electrum was phased out in favor of gold being the standard currency after the calamity.
Wow. I actually take, I'm going to take 3 of the Electrum.
Just 3? There's 350 electrum there.
Okay, I take 5. I don't want a lot for spending purposes. I just want them almost as kind of like collector pieces.
Okay. Well, there's 40 platinum and 345 electrum left.
All right. Well, if we split the platinum, that's 8 each. On top of the 1,000, I now give the rest of you.
So everyone can add 1,000.
No,
No,
1,000
right?
platinum.
It's 1,000
Oh, my
platinum.
1,008 platinum now.
Yeah, so everyone gets 1,008 platinum.
Hey, we swimming.
I turn to Alwyn and say, see, if only you had pickpocketed me after we completed this job.
There's always time. And I smile at him.
Who's proficient in Arcana?
I am.
I am!
Okay. Alwyn and Artemis, make me a quick Arcana check.
Ooh, okay.
Does this have to do with phase, fiends, or undead?
No.
That was a 22 from me.
Shit, where did my... oh, there it is. I'm like, where's my good die?
Dice Goblin.
This is
Listen, just because I have like 16 sets, that is 24.
Okay. Both of you rolled really high. Okay.
I have expertise.
As Alwyn's body hit the floor, all of you saw this. Not Alwyn's. As Envoy's body hit the floor, all of you saw this. Let me be clear. Only those 2 were able to understand what had just transpired. As it smashed down on the floor, it's weird. Like the physical body hit the floor, but almost immediately making contact with the floor almost immediately to the left side of the body was like a whitish outline version of the body. And on the right side was like a dark grayish, almost black outlined version of the body. And it just kind of it burst out for a minute before it recollected to the actual mass. And Alwyn, you noticed it first because you rolled higher. There's a gem inside the body.
Oh. I reach down and grab it.
Hey. Let's see it. Oh, let's all see it.
Yeah.
Because as I pick it up, I cast Identify on it.
Okay. So, we'll get to the Identify in a moment. As you pick up the gem and hold it out for everyone to see, a familiar sight to Chryzrona, Artemis, and Nyx. You see in Alwyn's hands a handheld bright white dodecahedron gem in his hands.
No.
Wait. Wait a second.
Wait.
What?
Now,
Don't.
when you look at this gem, the bright light dims, and it's not a sustained bright light. You see a small white speck kind of circling this gray liquid inside of this gem.
Oh, interesting. James is having a
I
moment.
hear James geeking out right now.
James,
Yes.
this is a one-time use beacon.
Oh my god!
Holy shit. Wait. Beacon?
Oh my god!
What does that do?
This is a one-time use beacon.
Oh shit!
It comes with the effects of one, but once you use it,
It's gone.
the moat inside is gone. It is essentially a potion of possibilities sustained in a gem. For everyone else, this gem, and this is an above table thing, the characters would not know this unless Alwyn shares. The gem has inside of it what's called a fragment of possibility. And whoever concentrates on it for a minute absorbs this bead of energy. The fragment lasts until 8 hours once you absorb it, or until it's used. With this fragment of possibility, for any attack roll, ability check, or a saving throw, it can expend the fragment of possibility to roll an additional d20 and choose which of the ones to use. It's not a free advantage, but it gives you the choice of being able to roll again and potentially getting a higher number. It's different than a normal advantage.
Oh boy.
Alternatively, when an attack roll is made against the creature with the fragment of possibility, it can expend the fragment to roll a d20 and choose which of the d20s to use. The one that the individual rolled or the one the attacker rolled. And then the attacker has to use that result.
Ooh.
So in theory, could turn a success or a hit into a miss. It's not disadvantage. It's overwriting the result.
What the fuck?
And if the original roll has advantage or disadvantage, the creature rolls its d20 after advantage or disadvantage has been applied.
Oh boy.
For those of you that have played before, this is essentially a free luck point.
This is one after we use this, it's done.
For this one, yes.
It's
Your characters don't know this unless Alwyn shares.
And this came out of Envoy.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, being a member of the Cobalt Soul and obviously previous history with the dynasty and everything, Alwyn is not, besides casting Identify in it, Alwyn understands what the fuck this is, right?
Make a history check.
Oh, fuck yes. Where'd my die?
we have made Alwyn very happy. Oh,
It's a 23.
23.
Yes.
You've heard bits and pieces of a story told in the Rex Centrum archive about two Cobalt Soul expositors who have safely returned two strange dodecahedron-like objects to the dynasty about 7 years ago at this point.
wait, 7.
And you would gather the vibe that this is potentially that same thing. You've never heard of the effects of one of the objects. You know that these are incredible religious symbols to the dynasty, and that this clearly is not a full one.
I'm just like staring at this in like almost sheer wonderment and realizing kind of what it is. I put it into my bag of holding.
Okay. Yeah, feel free to add a beacon to your bag of holding.
Okay.
Just make a note that it is a one-time use.
Okay. The Luxon beacon, right?
Correct.
Okay. Oh.
The moment that gem is pulled from Envoy's body, though, the metal turns a dark black, and it finally shrivels up into this compact ball of rust and metal and torn cloth and so on. Bits and pieces of adamantine, but
I just kind of look down at the remains of Envoy, and I just like kind of mutter to myself, "Oh, what secrets were you holding?"
our paladin had to go for a bit, friends.
Okay.
For a bit or just for the night?
Yes.
Yes, got it. T-posing.
You do be T-posing now. He's helicoptering.
Helicopter.
Oh.
I'm glad somebody made that reference.
And it is now official. Envoy is dead.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pepperoni, envoy.
Alan's like still kind of just not so much in shock of what happened to, well, in shock of what happened with Envoy trying to figure out like how that affected him, so, but also like again realizing what the fuck he had in him, just like trying to piece together like how did he get that, like there's not many ways to get it unless it was like pre-built, and then it was kind of like, well then where the fuck did he come from then?
About 2 minutes or so after Alwyn puts this glowing white gem in his bag, you hear a sharp knock at the door.
Who is it?
Ow!
Sorry.
You then hear Schreiber on the other side say, "If we wanted you dead, you would be dead already. Open the door."
Who the fuck is that?
Nyx freezes.
That's a friend of ours.
And I turn to Alwyn. Open the door. Now. Do it.
Okay. I go and I open the door.
Okay.
Well, actually, I kind of crack it open a little bit to look to see what I'm opening up to.
Someone roll a d20 for me.
Oh, shit.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
I
I
was
do
going
it.
to say, I rolled the last one.
Someone do it that I can see it.
Oh, so...
Oh no, I'm sorry, James. I'm sorry, James.
Okay.
What did you roll?
Wait, what was that meant? Wait, what was that meant to imply?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. Please don't screw us over.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's
Oh,
gonna be
you
okay, buddy.
Nick!
What do you mean? What did you do?
He rolled a 1.
Don't-
Alright, as you open the door, it's just Schreiber. And he steps inside, he looks at you, Alwyn, and he says, "You're new."
Oh, shit.
And he looks at Zen, and he says, "So are they." Then he looks at Nyx, and he says, "Well, it seems we're long overdue a conversation."
Yes, sir. Long overdue. Good to see you, sir.
Alwyn,
Mm-hmm.
you get a message in your head.
Oh, shit.
A familiar voice. You hear,
Cam, I blame you for this.
"Initiate Winterheart. This is Expositor Quinar and Tetron. Where can we meet you to have a discussion?"
This is our safest place. I'm going to reply back. I am staying with a group in a manor within the Shimmer Ward. As far as I can tell, this is safe grounds.
And I assume you spend the rest of the message just giving rough locations.
Yes.
You get another message that says, "Perfect. We'll be on our way shortly."
We?
You don't get a response. Yeah.
Guys, I think I kind of looked at the group and I think the principal's coming to yell at me.
I kind of whisper back, now?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So, Shriver says to you all, kind of just quietly overhearing this, I guess we should expect more guests.
Yes, sir. I look at Alwyn to see if it's okay if I can mention who's coming. Kind of just like a silent look of, is it okay?
I am still in full Cobalt Soul Robe, so
True, but
if he can't put two and two together, I'm worried about him as a contact.
true, but still.
Okay, yeah, you can, yeah, let him know. I give a nod.
Cobalt,
He
look over.
He steps into the dining room where the long table is, where a plethora of people have been prior. Paolo, you yourself have had dealings with several members of the Cerberus Assembly in this very room. The rest of you have seen Schreiber come and go. I don't think Zen was only here briefly, right?
Yes.
Yes, very.
Maybe a couple of days tops, and then you just got yanked
Your
along on
mic
this.
isn't coming through again, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
No, we can hear.
There you go. Now you're coming through.
You're just very loud, Kim.
What?
Valid.
You were just loud and you talked over her.
Truth.
You come on.
I'm literally that's how I heard it on my
I
end.
heard clearly the first time. I just said what to be a smartass.
Oh, okay, good. He sits at the end of the table. And he starts just by opening up and saying, "So, you completely misunderstood the intention of a reconnaissance mission whatsoever to try to understand the individual that has been plaguing your group for some time, clearly. That I had suspected had ties to this weapon that you very clearly no longer have. As breaking into a high security prison and then gallivanting off on a pirate adventure for 2.5 weeks. Even longer, 3 weeks since we last spoke, at least. Not to mention, we were already cleaning up the remains of this group's snafu with the museum. Finally. So, Alwyn, you had your suspicions for a while. Zen, you had heard about it during your time in the city, about there being an attack on a building in the Shimmer Ward. Both of you are putting two and two together now. Like, you know, the cables are finally matching up. You're realizing that this group of psychopaths probably, most likely caused that too, given what this halfling is describing.
I look at him and I go, sir, if I may, I was not there for the museum thing.
He just raises up his hands, just... I managed to cover for you all. The prison that you all broke into was not under the jurisdiction of the Crown, but was a creation of the Assembly. So you have deniability with that. But they still managed to persuade our illustrious and, quite frankly, old king to increase the tensions around the city. And while he was focused inwards, they were focused elsewhere. Martinet continues his regular check-ins, but it seems to me that something is off with his demeanor. Can't quite piece it together myself. Meanwhile, I'm hearing tales of an assembly member being spotted in Port Damali. and Schadengrad, and here in Rex Centrum. So, mind filling me in on some details?
Shall we start with what happened in Port Tamale, sir?
Start somewhere.
Um-
We already know about the man you freed,
Yes, sir.
so let's start after that.
Yes, we, after being stuck in... Nix is, like, trying to piece together to make sure that she doesn't piss off Schreiber. After finding ourselves in Stillben, sir, we ended up being able to hitch a ride on a ship to Port Tamale. That is where we ran into Arnaud. He wishes to speak to the matron and took the sword. And Nix kind of just looks down at the table, trying to stay stone-faced.
The sword that was here previously, and he gestures towards the table.
Yes, sir. That sword. My main connection to the matron.
I kind of pipe up a little bit and I go, he was dead set on obtaining that sword. They had sent Volstruckers after us at one point in Stillben. And then...
Impossible. The Volstruckers were said to have disbanded years ago.
Tell that to the half a dozen or so that we've slaughtered.
I kind of snicker a little bit and I go, I believe if anyone in this group would know what a Volstrucker would look like, I think it would be me. But they have all seen them as well.
This older halfling individual at this point kind of steeples his hands together, and he's like kind of covering his mouth as he's just sitting there pondering, but not telling you to stop.
We ran into the Volstrucker. I personally ran into two Volstruckers while we were in Stillben. After I had picked up that one of them was tailing us. We got out, once we got out of Stillben and obtained passage upon the ship and arrived in Port Tamale, we were given a chance to, how should I say, get answers, but unfortunately it went sideways very quickly, and that was when Arnaud was able to get the sword, and again we were accosted by Cerberus Assembly assassins.
I tried to lunge towards him when he was going for the sword. 1 second he was there, the next second he was on the other side of the bar.
At this point, you see his brow furrow as you're explaining this to him.
We unfortunately severely underestimated him.
We were outmatched, sir.
He points to you, Artemis. And And he says, "You lunged at him, yes?
Yes.
Did you see where he was going?"
He opened a doorway. I couldn't see much, but I felt this wall hold and this unholy stench of death and decay before he disappeared and I smashed into a wall.
And this was no ordinary teleport or dimension door. This was definitely something. This was something I have never seen or experienced.
We assume he, from what we have gathered from one of his dead assassins, he wishes to speak to the matron and went to go see her. There are some ruins that were alluded to, sir.
Yes, we are well aware of the situation over in Schadengrad. He was helming the excavation there.
Yes. Apparently there might be some info on where he has gone there, sir.
He said they said the sister city of Schadengrad.
Schadengrad has no sister city.
In the shadows and was it Matt remind me, was it in the shadows of the depths or
There was a lot of discussion of shadows from the body.
it was I said to Schreiber the body was speaking of shadows with this city.
Tell me. What do you know of the inner planes?
Would any of us know about the inner planes?
Anyone who's at the very least half proficient in Arcana, give me a roll.
Oh, fuck yeah.
History or Arcana?
Arcana. You get advantage on this, Cam.
Ooh.
Oh, I do. That's a 23 from me.
God, I love this fucking build.
Wait.
21 from Zen.
Hey! Oh, I'm not
What's
proficient.
9 plus 10?
21.
I got a
Alan?
27.
Oh my god.
I can't even
High
roll.
rollers here tonight.
Wait, can I try to roll for Arcana? Even though I'm not proficient?
Are you No.
Aww. I tried.
So,
I'm sorry, I built Alloin specifically for thieving certain objects, and it's just worked out so fucking well for rolls on this shit.
I regret my religion.
give me a second. Let me get.
I went to go get more pasta from my pot. There was no more pasta.
Oh.
Let me give me a second.
Can-
Let me grab this.
Okay.
We're dipping.
Oh, you're dipping? Oh.
No. So he simply says there are a few sister planes that exist outside of this world. We here call it the material plane. There are a couple planes that echo the locations, as well as a few that border it as well. For example, our elemental planes of fire, water, air, and earth closely border our material planes, and from my understanding here at the Ogden Trust, we know of several locations into each of them across the planet. But there are two sister echo planes to our material plane here. You know them as the Feywild, where the fairies, the niceties, and all things chaos come from, and the Shadowfell, the land of the dead. He gives a big, heavy sigh, and he says, "It sounds like you have a multiplanar issue here to deal with. And if my intuition is correct, then he lies in the Shadowfell somewhere."
That.
And at this point, you hear a very quick series of raps on the door.
Alan just like perks up. Oh, that's probably for me. And I'll go and answer the door.
Okay. You find on the other side of the door a half-elven female, pale skin, long flowing dark hair, wearing cobalt soul attire, not like robes like you wear, but more of like a cloth garment sort of vibe instead of a full robes. You've met her before. This is Laurelana Quinarin Tetran. You've run into her when investigating Zara.
Mm-hmm.
And beside her, you see another female human. Dark skin, shaved sides of the head, and the top of her brown hair pulled back in a long ponytail that ends in her mid-back.
Oh, fuck!
Wearing what appears to be like a dark black and blue outfit beside her. And the two of them step inside, and Shriver looks at the two women. They look at him. They look at the rest of you all. And the darker skinned woman at this point speaks up and says, "Well, isn't this an interesting gathering of idiots?" And we're going to end for tonight there.
Oh, fuck! Wait! Wait, who is this chick?
Oh my god!
Who is this chick? Hold on.
No spoilers.
Dude, I'm gonna have to look through the Wild Mount book. I could have sworn, wait, I've read on this. Maybe. Oh god.
I'm not even fucking like blowing smoke up your ass. Best fucking session ever.
Good shit, y'all. Good shit.
This was so good.
It was.
Oh my god. Okay, one, that last little thing you pulled, chef's kiss. Two, tying
Bitches.
fucking envoy to the Luxon Beacons, again, chef's kiss. The description you gave, oh my god, you gave me feels. Like, I felt bad for Envoy dying.
I feel bad, but also like...
Oh my
So
god.
if you want to quickly deafen your stream for a moment,
I will...
Miss and Dead, just real quick,
Hold on.
and then you could say, or just say bye-bye, and then we will chat about that in a moment.
Yeah, let me just deafen, say goodbye, and then I will be right back. Give me like a
Yeah.
minute.
Oi.
Alright, sorry y'all, this is gonna be a quick ending. Let's get this going. Woo! Oh shit. Wait, the illusion! The illusion! Oh shit! Hold on. Fuck! Get the wine out of here. Whee! Alright, we're just gonna do it like this. Do it like this now. Do it like this now. Do. Alright. Chat. I will see y'all later. I gotta talk D&D with my group. So, bye-bye! Have a good night, y'all. I'm glad you enjoyed stream, hopefully. And maybe next session. Maybe. Next week, Thursday, y'all. No stream Saturday, because I gotta go do a thing with the magic of robots. Alright, bye!